Is it like heavily serviced like a Top Fuel car?
Yeah. So because my
there?
dad's got a funny car,
Yep.
I've pretty much learned the ins and outs of it.
Yep.
Between every run on the night of that we're racing, pretty much they'll like set up the clutch. This is between every round, so every run. So every run they'll change the oil. They'll check the tappets.
Yep.
They'll then also adjust the clutch. So the tuning of the clutch has a lot to do with how the car will launch, and also go down the track. So they've also got to they either put weight on it or take weight off, depending on how they're tuning the car.
Yep.
And then also pack the parachute and refuel it, and then they also do a fire up, like a warm up before they go out, just make sure there's no leaks and everything's a-okay.
Yep.
And then they'll go back out and run another 5-second pass.
And then do it all again.
Yep.
Wow. And then when you get home?
So when we get home, this is just something that my dad does, and I'm sure that all the funny car shop does as well. We pretty much tear the motor down till just a bare block. My dad will go over every valve spring, every conrod bearing. He'll check all the pistons, like to that. He'll do 3 runs, and then he'll completely tear the motor down. So that's how much maintenance. And purely he does that because these parts are just very under a lot of pressure.
Yep.
I mean, conrods can stretch and things can fail. So, and the last thing you want to do is just have one small, say, valve spring fail, and then complete disaster happen in the motor. So it's all just about maintenance. So the motors are just over 4,000 horsepower. So they're a bit, got to look after them.
4,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And that's the thing, like you're running such low tolerances. Like everything's got to run, obviously, I'm going to choose a big word too, like synchronously.
Yeah.
So everything's got to run so in time and everything like that. So
yeah,
I guess you got to have it down to that part.
Yeah.
So say we have a Saturday night drag meeting. You've done 4 runs.
Mm-hmm.
A final, hopefully.
Yep.
How does it feel jumping back into your street car, like after doing 320 kilometres an hour?
Look, to be honest, it's probably like something you think about when you're driving home from the track at like midnight.
Yep.
But you kind of, nothing feels unusual.
Yeah.
You more just think, like on the way home from the track, you're more just thinking, man, what did I do today? Like, that's crazy. Like, but I guess you just hop back in your normal street car, like whatever. But, I have to admit, it does feel a little bit slower. But yeah, it's just more thinking like, yeah,
your brain's going back to the track.
Yeah.
You're back on.
Yeah,
I may have
your head's
missed
still
this
buzzing.
and,